Most people think owning a Tesla is simple. No fuel, low maintenance, just drive and enjoy. But after spending time with the Tesla Model Y and Tesla Model 3, I realized something. A lot of owners are making the same mistakes, and some of them can actually cost you money, damage your battery, or ruin your overall experience. So in this video, I'm going to show you the most common Tesla mistakes and how to avoid them. If you own one, or you're planning to buy one, this video might save you a lot of trouble. Mistake 1. Buying a Tesla without fixing your charging life. This is the biggest mistake, and honestly, it should be the first thing anyone thinks about, but most people ignore it. A lot of buyers focus on specs, range, performance, price, but they completely ignore the most important question: where am I actually going to charge this car every day? People assume public charging will be enough. They think it's just like going to a fuel station. Quick stop, fill up, done. But EV life doesn't work like that. Charging takes time, and more importantly, it requires planning. If you don't have home charging, your entire routine changes. You start thinking about battery percentage every day. You start planning routes around chargers. You start waiting, sometimes longer than expected, especially when chargers are busy or not working perfectly. Now compare that to someone who has home charging. They plug in at night, wake up to a full battery, and never even think about it. For them, the Tesla feels effortless. For someone without it, it can feel like work. This single factor can completely change your experience. Same car, completely different lifestyle. Mistake 2. Treating the battery like a phone. A lot of new Tesla owners bring old habits with them, especially from smartphones. And the biggest one is charging to 100% all the time. It feels natural, right? You want full battery, maximum range, no worries. But with EVs, especially Teslas, that habit slowly hurts the battery over time. Lithium batteries don't like being kept at 100% constantly. Tesla actually recommends keeping your daily charge lower, usually around 80 to 90%, unless you're going on a long trip. The problem is many people ignore this. They charge to 100% every night, just in case, and over months or years that affects battery health. The smartest Tesla owners understand one simple thing: you don't need maximum range every day. You need efficient, healthy usage over time. And once you shift that mindset, everything becomes easier. Mistake 3. Not understanding how charging really works. Another big issue is expectations. People plug in their car and expect the same speed every time, and when that doesn't happen, they get confused or frustrated. But charging is not linear. It doesn't work like filling a tank. It slows down as the battery fills up. Charging from 10% to 50% is fast, from 50% to 80% is slower, and from 80% to 100%, that's the slowest part. Now imagine someone who doesn't understand this. They plug in at 80% expecting a quick top-up and end up waiting much longer than they thought. Then there's temperature, charger type, battery condition. All of these affect speed. So the mistake isn't charging, it's not understanding charging. Once you learn how it works, you stop guessing and start planning smart. Mistake 4. Trusting Autopilot more than you should. This one is serious because it's not just about convenience, it's about safety. Tesla's Autopilot is impressive. On highways, it can handle a lot, keeping lanes, adjusting speed, making long drives easier. But some owners take it too far. They start trusting it like it's fully autonomous. They relax too much, pay less attention, and assume the car will handle everything. And that's where the problem is. Autopilot is not perfect. It can hesitate, misread situations, or react late, and when it does, you need to be ready instantly. The mistake isn't using Autopilot. The mistake is misunderstanding what it actually is. It's an assistant, not a driver.
Mistake 5. Expecting a traditional car feel. A lot of Tesla buyers come from traditional cars, and they expect the same feeling just with electric power. But Tesla doesn't feel like a normal car. It feels different in almost every way. There's no engine sound, no gear shifts, no vibration. The acceleration is smooth but silent. The cabin is minimal. The controls are digital. For some people, this feels futuristic. For others, it feels empty. And then there's ride quality. Cars like the Tesla Model Y can feel a bit firm, especially on rough roads. Cabin noise at higher speeds can also surprise people expecting luxury-level silence. So the mistake isn't the car, it's the expectation. Tesla is not trying to be a traditional luxury car, it's trying to be something else entirely. Mistake 6. Ignoring the software side. One of the biggest advantages of Tesla is also something many people underuse: the software. This car is packed with features, settings, and tools that can completely change how it feels to drive. But many owners never explore them. They stick to default settings, don't learn energy tracking, don't optimize driving modes, and miss out on things that could make their experience much better. Tesla is not just a car you drive, it's a system you learn, and the more you understand it, the better it gets. Mistake 7. Thinking Tesla is cheap to own. A lot of people buy Tesla thinking they'll save a lot of money, and yes, you do save on fuel and maintenance, but that's only part of the story. Insurance can be higher, tires wear out faster because of instant torque, repairs, especially body or battery related, can be expensive. So while it can be cheaper in some ways, it's not a budget car to maintain. The smartest owners go in with realistic expectations, not assumptions. Final thought. So here's the real truth. Cars like the Tesla Model Y and Tesla Model 3 are not difficult to own, but they are different to own. And most of the mistakes people make come from treating them like something they're not. If you understand charging, respect the technology, and adapt your habits, the experience is amazing. But if you don't, even the best EV can start to feel frustrating. So tell me, which mistake do you think is the biggest one? Or have you already experienced one of these? Drop it in the comments, and if you're planning to buy a Tesla, ask anything, and subscribe, because here we don't just talk about cars, we talk about real ownership.